All right, we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris. This is my channel, We Love Comics, and I have another variant that when you see the cover, if you're a person that loves artwork, if you like to display your comics on the wall, this might be one to pick out. And who knows, might be a great read. It might be something spec-wise valuable. You never know, but I always say when it comes to investments, take it with a grain of salt. There are always risks involved. Now, of course, there's going to be plenty of different variants of this book, and if you can only afford the regular cover, always buy what you love and buy what you can afford. Don't send your mortgage payment to a comic book store if you cannot afford it. So you get what you love, you'll always be happy. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks. Only worry about what you think when it comes to your own personal collection. So with that being said, I want you to join the cashback program. If you haven't done it, it helps people if you're buying things online. If you click on the link I provided in the live chat and in the description, it's also there. If you spend $20 or more after you click the link and sign up on any of their affiliated sponsors, you'll get a $20 cashback bonus if you spend that money within the first 90 days. So take advantage of that if you can. I also want to just let everybody know, this is brought to you by Southside Comics. I do not have a contract with them, so I am under no obligation to show any of these. I do not get paid by them, but I do get the comic that I show. I do get for free. I get one of them for free. So it benefits me, it benefits them, and it will also benefit you because, as you can see on the screen, I have a couple of discount codes if you want to use them. They package extremely well. Check out some of my unboxing videos I've done from them, and you'll see they go above and beyond anybody I've ever dealt with online. One of the reasons why I like working with them. If you use the code WeLoveComics10 on the first order, you'll get 10% off. If you've already used that code, you could use the code WeLoveComics after that, and then you can get 5% off of every single order you use from them. No restrictions. There is no minimum. But I always tell people, if you spend $50 or more, you get free shipping, which is actually not bad considering if you go to a lot of online websites, they require $75, $100, and some don't offer free shipping at all. So they definitely go above and beyond. So I see enough people are in the chat. So far, 0 likes, but I know my awesome subscribers and viewers will fix that for me and be so kind to hit that like button. Let me put on the window capture so you can see. And Dalsk, so far you're the only one in the chat, and I didn't even advertise this one, so I can understand that people may not know this is up yet, but yet being the keyword. So this is the book that's coming out today at 12 noon Eastern Time, so basically about 45 minutes from now. So if you go to the site early before 12 noon, you'll see 0 available. That doesn't mean it's sold out. It just means they have not posted the quantity yet. So be there at 12 noon if you're interested in this book and you're interested in using those discount codes. Save yourself a little money and knowing that your comics will arrive well packaged. But this is Venom number 35. This is the 200th issue. The Marco Maestrazzo variant from Unknown Comics. You have, of course, cover A at $14.99. And the cover B, which is the Virgin variant, for $34.99. I absolutely love the artwork on this one. That really pops out. It's one of those simplistic ones where there's not a lot going on, but it still focuses directly on Venom. And the artwork for me is really cool. That's why I love the fact that Dan at Southside always shows me good comics to send. And also keep in mind, this is Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman's last issue of Venom. How it goes after this, I guess it will depend on the where they go and who's going to be doing it. So if you've been loving the Donny Cates run and Ryan Stegman's run, this is the last issue. So it might be one worth getting. Of course, like I said, there's going to be lots of different variants if there's going to be a regular cover, so go with what you love and you will always be happy. So those are the 2 comics. I might do a video later on, I'm not sure. I got a couple of things I got to take care of. But if not, I will do another one later in the week. So always stay subscribed, hit the notification bell so you can stay in touch with all of my posts. Speaking of posts, don't forget, go to the community section where you can see the posts that I post. And look for the ability to vote for one of the 5 comics you'll see that you think you would like to see graded for next month. It's something I just started doing a couple of months ago, where instead of me just picking books and you have no say in it at all, you guys and gals that view my channel get to vote on one that you would like to see, so you become more than a spectator. So hopefully we can smash that 300, I think it was 347 voters last time. We have over 200 already. The voting goes until the last week of this month, so go participate. We're going to go with Peter DeLuca says, hey Chris, do you see Wolverine #1 booming? Not as far as Giant Size X-Men #1, no, but I've said on several occasions that once Hulk 180, Hulk 181, and Giant Size X-Men become on a podium, Wolverine #1, the limited series, is a book I highly recommend. Now, since that book is fairly common, you really need a higher grade on that book. And remember, newsstand variants don't really matter when it comes to Bronze Age books, because remember, there weren't a lot of comic book stores back then. So don't go on eBay and be fooled when somebody writes a newsstand variant. You think, oh, that means rare. Back in the Bronze Age, there were not a lot of comic book companies, so most of the comics were from the newsstand, so they are not rare. So be very careful. It's basically around the Copper Age and definitely Modern Age are the books that are going to be more valuable and rarer for the most part for newsstand variants. But again, high grade. So yes, I absolutely believe Wolverine #1, the limited series and the regular series, especially if they ever use Patch as a way to introduce Wolverine in the MCU, because the first ongoing regular series of Wolverine #1, which I have several copies of, I bought the day they came out, is the first appearance of Wolverine as Patch. So who knows if they actually use that in the MCU, but if they do, you know what's going to happen to that book. But I think something like that would be a temporary shot, so it would be one of those books you better buy now to take the chance. And if they show that on the any of the MCU, whether it's a reference in a TV show or in the movies as Patch, that might be a book that you want to sell, like Thor 390. So that's my opinion on that, and I'm sticking to it. So we're going to pick today's surprise subscriber shout-outs. We're going to go with Dallas, because you were the first one here, and then Paul Acevedo, you are going to be the second. So if either one of you make videos on YouTube, you could post the link to your channel in the comments section. If you don't have that and you want to share some of your Instagram or Facebook or any of your social networks, you want to post the link to that, you can. And if you don't do that, if you sell anything on eBay, Etsy, Square, any of those different places, and you want to share a link for that, you can. So I'll let you decide. Just keep in mind, I do have to approve it first, because make sure it's viewable for all audiences, so you will not see it right away. And Dalsk says, I'm not a big Marvel fan, only have a few issues. I really hope they will publish an omnibus of the full run in a few months. I'm sure they will, but you know, like I said earlier, buy what you love, you'll always be happy. Don't go by what everybody else does, because then you're just following everybody and buying what they think will make you happy. You know what makes you happy. So if you love DC, if you love Image, if you love some comic book company that no one's ever heard of, buy it if it makes you happy and you can afford it. And then don't worry about everybody else's criticism, because we know these days when it comes to the internet, you're going to get people that have nothing better to do and just criticize other people's opinions, other people's collections, other people's thoughts, other people's beliefs, just because they can. So don't let anybody else influence you in a negative way. Now, of course, if you follow people that inspire you, that's totally different. Nothing wrong with getting advice from people. But if you spend your whole life being a follower and doing what everybody else says you're supposed to do, you're not really being an individual, and you're never going to be happy, because those kind of people change every time. And then something they thought was something that you should be getting, or you should be believing in, or you should be talking about, all of a sudden they make fun of you for being one of the people still in it. So that's my little 2 cents on that. So we had a total of 9 people hit the like button. Thank you so much for those 9 people that cared enough to do that. Always appreciate the people that take the time to post in the comments section. Let me know what you thought. And again, this is sponsored, even though technically I do not get paid, but it's brought to you by Southside Comics. There's the discount codes once again. They're also in the description if you want to just copy and paste them. Go check them out. That comic is on sale in about 40 minutes. And don't forget, it's not you, it is not I, it is We Love Comics. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Thanks for participating. I will see you next video. And it was actually not 9, it was 3, so we're up to 4. So I'll take what I can get. I always appreciate those kind enough to do that.